Hey guys, it's Ep5 here, and welcome back to episode 5 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode, we've got plenty of games to get through. The first game against Ipswich, that's going to be a home match for us to play, and then we've got some more matches to play afterwards. Next game after that is against Cardiff, then we've got a game against Sheffield Wednesday a few days later, so quite a few matches to fit into today's episode, and in quite a short space of time as well, so hopefully going to get ourselves another 9 points like we did in the last episode with those last 3 games that we played. We're going to bring out a very, very strong team for this opening game of today's episode. That's obviously going to be against Ipswich, so they are 3rd in the league at the moment, hence why we're going with a stronger team. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button well down below. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Would really appreciate it if you went and clicked the like button and subscribed if you're new as well. Let's crack on with today's episode though, and this is the side I'm going to go with. Rival starting in goal, Ayling, Janssen, Flint and Berardi in defence. In front of that, Vieira and Calvin Phillips, Alioski, Sayas and also Hernandez as our 3 centre attacking mid, with Lazoga just in front of them all. Let's crack on with this game against Ipswich. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. Obviously currently top of the league by 5 points at the moment ahead of Middlesbrough. So let's see whether we can try and extend that lead if possible after this game. Okay, let's get ready for this game now against Ipswich. Let's see how we get on at home for the match, and hopefully going to get ourselves the 3 points that we desperately need to try and obviously maintain ourselves at the top of the league at the moment. Currently we've been playing okay, had a few matches where we conceded too many goals, but still managing to win those games, just about getting past them. Most of the games have been fairly narrow, I'd say, in the last couple of episodes, and I've got to make sure we try and get ourselves a few more goals, but also keep a few more clean sheets as well. Chance. Oh, hits the post early on. Really good opportunity for Ipswich. Has to be cleared away. And inside the first 5 minutes, they could have already been 1-0 up. Really good opportunity for them. Managed to get in behind our fullback and have a good opportunity to score. But we kept hold of the ball, managed to clear it. And hopefully that's not going to be a sign of things to come. Alioski looking to run away here with it. Still going. Going to have to shoot from range, I think. Oh, over the bar. Struggling really for an opening, to be honest, looking for a ball through to somebody, but the shot seemed like the better option, I think, in the end. Chance here for Ipswich, got Selina over at the moment, and just on the edge of the box is this free kick. It might well be Selina to hit it, or off the post, and should be tucked home. It's an empty net. Don't know how he's managed to miss that. Such an easy opportunity as well. Should have been a tap in for him, but instead he puts it wide. What is his left foot even doing there? Really, really strange from the attacker, I think, as well. Puts it wide. It was on a plate for him, though. Should easily be 1-0 up here, maybe even 2. Chance. Oh, another good save. Again, has to be cleared and saved again. Oh, ball through. Lazoga. Chance to shoot. Oh, gets brought down. It's going to be a penalty. Referee gives it. Not so convinced myself. Looks like he slipped more than anything. Didn't really see that much contact. But we'll take it just before half-time. If we score this, it'll be very, very undeserved against Ipswich, who have definitely had the best of the opportunities so far in the first half. It's going to be Sayas here to step up and try and take it. Can we find the top right-hand corner here with the strike? Oh, it's not even the top right. Saved really comfortably. Still remains 0-0, should score that. Not a very good penalty at all. Doesn't hit it really with much power. It's going to be played short to Pablo Hernandez on his left foot, delivered in, punched away. Half-time still remains 0-0 somehow, despite us obviously having a penalty opportunity in Ipswich, having several good chances. Let's crack on straight with the second half and hopefully get ourselves in front this time. Delivery here. Ipswich, oh, nearly find the back of that again. So close. They had a play at the back post as well, and looked like he was going to tap it in for a second. Still remains 0-0 somehow as well. Not too sure how that's happened at all in this game. One of the sides should at least be 1 goal up now. Ipswich maybe could have had 3 in this match. Okay, first 2 changes. O'Kane and Sacco both come on. We'll take off Fernandez and Calvin Phillips and give those guys a rest, but also, you know, really trying to go for the goal, to be honest, with 25 minutes to go. Sacco coming on the right-hand side. He's looked really good, actually, coming off the bench at times for us, so he's going to hopefully try and come on and get himself a goal or an assist or something like that. Just try and change this game a bit. Sayas through to Sacco. Great chance. Sacco now going to try and shoot and score, and he has done. That's why he came on the pitch. 20 minutes left of this game. Sacco makes it 1-0, and he does exactly what we wanted him to do. Comes off the bench and gives us the opening goal. Probably not deserved, to be honest, to be in the lead here, but we're going to happily take it. Great attack, great run from him. Showed great pace as well, and a fantastic finish past the goalkeeper into the back of net. 1-0. Sayas. Oh, over to Alioski. Still going. Alioski looking for a cut back into Lazoga. Oh, good save. Now it's starting to look much better as Ipswich has obviously piled more players forward. 10 minutes to go. Desperately trying to get themselves a goal. We might actually make the third change, bring on a defender, because we are obviously going to be put under a lot of pressure in the final few minutes. Yeah, Anita's going to come on. We'll take off Sayas and we'll put him just in front of the defence. Obviously not ever really just wanted to get a 1-0 win, but to be honest, that's just going to have to be the best way to do it. If we want to get ourselves 3 points, it's going to have to be going for the 1-0 and maybe hitting them on the break, obviously, to try and get ourselves a second if possible. Anita. Over to Alioski, got plenty of space to run into. Can he make it 2 from the tight angle? Oh, just puts it wide. So close. 2 minutes left of this game. It was after a second goal there. really would have put the game to bed. That's it, 1-0 victory. We'll take the 3 points. No idea how Ipswich haven't scored at least 3 goals in that match. They had some great chances, just couldn't take them for some reason. Got ourselves the 3 points, of course, vital to do that. Great to win, obviously, when you don't deserve to win. We'll happily take the 3 points, even though it's just a goal. Obviously, a clean sheet as well. Probably the most unlikely game where we didn't deserve a clean sheet at all in this match, but we managed to get one anyway. So on to the next game now against Cardiff. That's in a couple of days' time, so we'll have to change around the team quite a lot, I think, for that one. Okay, so on to the next game now against Cardiff. This is the side I'm going to go with. As you can see, changed team. Obviously, we played quite recently, so we're going to rotate the side around a little bit. Revan's going to start in goal. We've got Anita at right back, Flint and Cooper at centre back, Bothwick Jackson as our left back, Vieira and Phillips in front, and then we've got Sacco, Roof, Dallas, and Chubitsky starting as our front four. So let's crack on with this game against Cardiff. Hopefully, get ourselves 3 points. Of course, in a fantastic position at the moment in the league. Currently top of the league, still ahead of Middlesbrough, and we are doing a pretty good job so far. So happy with that. Let's crack on with the game. Hopefully, get ourselves another 3 points and see how we get on. Okay, let's go for this match against Cardiff. Let's see how we get on. Not really too sure what to expect from this team. Cardiff, obviously, in real life, beating Leeds, partly down to, I suppose, the 10 men, although saying that they were actually in the lead before then, and probably deservedly as well. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on this game. Hopefully get ourselves a better result than what Leeds got in real life recently, and make sure we get ourselves 3 points. Don't drop any points, and they've hit the post really early on. What a start that is inside the first 3 minutes, and they could have been 1-0 up there. Nearly beat the keeper at his front post. Hopefully prevent any more chances being taken. Stuart Dallas on the overlap now to Bothwick Jackson, who's made a great run. Looking into the middle, I think Roof got brought down there actually. It looks like he'd taken some sort of knock, and Dallas will go for a shot, saved by the goalkeeper, and out to Hadi Sacco, who's going to go for a cross himself, back into Stuart Dallas, but headed away by the defender. Anita from range. Oh, right at the keeper. Hits it well, though. Chance. Oh, really good opportunity. Hoylett nearly does it, just as he did in real life against Leeds recently as well. Nearly found the back of the net, hitting the post yet again. That's the second time. We're only 25 minutes into the game, and so far Cardiff have been on top and probably should have got themselves at least 1 goal here. We've not had any chances ourselves, not any proper ones anyway. Got to make sure that changes very soon. Only 20 minutes away from half-time, and that sort of pass pretty much sums up our performance so far. Roof. Waiting for Hadi Sacco to make the right run. Great pass. Has Sacco to shoot and saved by the goalkeeper. What a run that was by Hadi Sacco through the back of the defender, the fullback. And nearly managed to get round him and get a goal for us, but so close. Saved by the goalkeeper and a really good opportunity. Sacco's so good at making those runs. He's made them time and time again and keeps doing it. And for that reason, we'll get in the team quite often because he is fantastic. Does have great pace. Lacking the finish sometimes, but it was certainly a good enough run to get himself a finish. Maybe next time. The corner wasn't any good, sadly, as well for us. But now going to try and build up and maybe get ourselves a goal from this. Into Chubitsky, who's going to try and turn and shoot, and I think the keeper will claim it, or he should anyway. Punched away. Half-time still remains 0-0. Cardiff probably deserved to be in the lead, but we'll happily take a 0-0 based on the fact that they should have had 2 goals. I've hit the post twice already. So we'll wait and see what comes of the second half. Got to try and step things up, though. We're not looking good enough right now. We're looking good with certain players, but not as a team collectively getting up the pitch. We're not doing that very well at all, so we've got to try and improve that massively in the second half. Cardiff, like I say, have had really good opportunities, 2 good chances. They haven't been bombarding us with chances, but those 2 were certainly very, very good ones. And we are very lucky to still be at 0-0 here. Roof's in the middle, looking for a header, but gets cleared, and it will be cleared completely. Sacco from range, go on. Oh, thought he found the back of the net, so close. Great opportunity for Sacco, and sadly just put it wide. Really good chance in the opening few minutes of the second half. Sacco just hits it from range. Wasn't expecting much of it, to be honest, but actually it was very, very close in the end. Roof, oh, brilliant. Chubitsky, back heels into Stuart Dallas. It has to be, it is. It's 1-0. Stuart Dallas has done it. He's not played a lot for us here, Stuart Dallas, but this time he's managed to take his opportunities when he's been given the minutes on the pitch. 66 minutes in, and it's a fantastic run from him. Great passing as well, by the way. Great interchange between the players, and he just runs off them and finds the ball is slotted into the back of the net. Look at that from Roof. Great pass. Little 1-2 here as well. Chubitsky, the back heel, and a nice little finish. Fantastic stuff. Dominated the second half. Definitely much improved from the first half. We weren't good enough at all. But in the second half, we have looked much, much better. Deserved to be in the lead based on just that second half performance. Overall, though, maybe Cardiff have probably been a little bit hard done by. Okay, 2 changes. Grotz and Click to both come on. We'll take a Vieira and also Roof. Give those guys a rest. They've actually played pretty well, both of them. Vieira in particular, doing a fantastic job in midfield, breaking up play. Certainly in contention now as my starting centre mid. Alongside, to be honest, maybe okay. It kind of depends. It varies very much. Cameron Phillips is another player that we've also definitely looked at as our starting centre mid. It's really, really tricky to decide on those players because there's a lot of them that feel very, very similar, but Vieira certainly standing out in this match. Chance for Cardiff still coming forward for the first time really in the second half, but cleared well by Phillips. Now Sacco going to take on the defender. He's got the pace. Does he quite have the stamina? Yes, he does. Sacco still going to finish it off himself and drags it wide somehow. Was going to go across the box to Chubitsky, but didn't think that chance was actually going to open up in time. And with 11 minutes left, we should be winning the game 2-0 here. Really good opportunity for Sacco. Couldn't get the finish right this time. arguably an easier finish than some of the ones that we've seen recently from him. Oh, good chance, great goal. Is it Hoylett? He's certainly on the left-hand side early. I don't know if he still is. It might well be Hoylett who gets them the equaliser. 8 minutes left. Gutted for that to happen because we have actually looked much better in the second half, but that is a fantastic finish from him. Difficult to stop. Got to get a bit tighter though, preventing him coming inside on his right foot, but look at all the space that they have here, just between the defence and midfield. I need to try to get tight to him, but he's in the end miles away, and I think it's Hoylett. I'm not 100% sure though. Just gets a fantastic finesse into the top right-hand corner. It is Junior Hoylett with the goal. It's 1-1, and the back in level terms. I can't complain if you look at the sort of all 85 minutes so far. I can't complain about the scoreline from that, but I can certainly complain about the scoreline based on the second half performance. We definitely deserve to be winning the second half, but right now it's a draw, and a chance for us maybe to get a ball into the box here with Borthwick Jackson. Sacco at the back post. I was looking for a Grot in there, but he was the man that wasn't in there. Of all people, you want him to be right in the middle, but didn't happen. Click will now deliver a corner. Try and pick someone out. Oh, Trubisky was there. Sacco will look for the volley. Maybe a bit optimistic. Trubisky waiting for Grot to make the run. It's a great chance. Grot, can he do it? Yes, he can. Grot puts us back in front in the 90th minute. The substitute scores, puts us up 2-1, and Trubisky gets himself the assist as well. A great link-up play between those two guys. Trubisky just getting onto the ball a little bit more, and does a fantastic job actually going forwards, creating as well as goal scoring himself, and just gets hold of the ball here. Little run, little pass through, fantastic run from Grot, a nice little finish on his left foot, winning the game 2-1. That should be game over now in the 90th minute. Go on, ref's got to blow his whistle here, surely. That's got to be it, ref. 2 minutes added on, yes it is. 3 points in the bank for us, 2-1 victory. And it helps us remain top of the league by a good points advantage. Hopefully, we've seen points dropped by the teams below us as well. I anticipate the Middlesbrough might not have. Obviously, they're in good form, or relatively good form anyway. Let's see exactly what has happened. Yes, they've won their game. That means that they have taken 3 points from theirs, and we do still remain the exact same amount of points in front of them as before. But still, we're happy to get the win, keep in front of them. Both of us getting 2-1 wins there, so really, really happy with that. And of course, keeps our decent win streak, which we've got at the moment. Pretty happy with the performances. Of course, many of them narrow performances. I would like more goals, or to be more goals in front of the opposition, but we are at the moment getting ourselves 3 points. That, of course, is the most important thing. And it keeps these scorelines fairly realistic as well, which is nice to see. Player returns from injury. That's Ep5 returning now, which is good news. Gives us another option. Not that I've used him yet, not that I intend to really use him, but we might give him a go. We'll have to wait and see what's appropriate for the different matches that we have coming up. Got this game against Sheffield Wednesday. I'll change on the team. Quite a few changes, I think, with this obviously being a rotated side for the last match. We'll bring in some more key players from the game against Ipswich, which we had at the start of the episode. So we'll change on the team. I think there might be an international break afterwards as well, so we can afford to go full strength if we choose to. And this is the team that we're going to go with for this game against Sheffield Wednesday. Huge match, of course. This is the game that Leeds are due to play, I think, tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it is, against Sheffield Wednesday. So we'll hopefully get ourselves a good result in real life as well as in the game here. Rival's going to start in goal. We've got Ayling, Janssen, Flint and Baradi in defence. In front of that, Cameron Phillips and Vieira, Alioski, Sayas and Hernandez as our centre attacking mids, with Lazoka there starting up front as ever. This is the bench that we're going to go with. Anita, Cooper, O'Kane, Click, Sacco, Roof and Trubisky as well on the bench for us here. So a good bench as well as a good starting 11. Let's see how we get on though. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. I think currently 5 points is it in front of Middlesbrough in second place. So a decent gap there. Hopefully going to continue our win streak as well we've had over the last few fixtures. And let's see how we get on. Okay, then let's go for this game against Sheffield Wednesday. Huge rivalry, of course, between these two teams. Both of which, of course, competing against each other. All want to obviously be back in the Premier League. And we'll have to wait and see who comes out on top, if anybody, in this game that we have. It's quite an aggressive start there. We've got ourselves a free kick 2 minutes in. And a chance to get the ball into the box here, potentially. Let's see who we can pick on to try and fire it into. We might go Lazoga, I think. Maybe a little bit overhit this one, potentially. Let's try and find it at the front post if we can, but cleared. And hopefully going to get ourselves off to a good start. Could do with an early goal, ideally. Saya's still going here. Going to shoot on his left foot. Hits it so well on his feet, on his weaker side. And it was saved, sadly, right at the goalkeeper. But he hits it with so much power behind that. No idea how he's managed to do it. It's almost not even slow-mo, is it, on the replay there. But saved comfortably and out for a corner. Let's see whether we can get the ball in here. And hopefully get ourselves an early goal. It's going to be Alioski to deliver into the front post. Good ball in, actually. Keeper might get there, though, and tries to push it away. And eventually cleared by his defender. Oh, no. Rhodes tried to play it across. What was he thinking? Oh, they scored anyway. That's what he's thinking. Oh, no. 15 minutes in. We had a great chance. We intercepted Jordan Rhodes, who tried to play it across the box for some reason. Should have shot himself and scored a couple of seconds earlier, but eventually fell to them anyway, and they attacked again, and this time scored 1-0 15 minutes in. Not a good start for us. I'd say undeserved. Probably their first time going forward, to be honest. But yeah, frustrating because we did not clear that one properly. Vieira running forward. Still going, waiting for Lasogga to make the right run. He might now, but he might be offside. Lasogga's still going for it. So close, didn't hit it with enough power. Managed to keep himself onside there, but cleared by the defence. Calvin Phillips into Sayas, turns his man, does very well actually. Still going, trying to get away from him. Back inside now to Alioski, who's dropped his shoulder and shot on his right foot, and it's wide. Couple of minutes left of the first half, still losing the game 1-0 here. Of course, not the sort of result that we're after right now, not the score that we want either. But we have got plenty of time left, still got the second half, still got a couple of minutes left of this half as well. I'm actually doing okay, we're not doing terrible. There's a few things we can obviously improve on, as we could in the first half of the last match. We've got to make sure that we do try and create a few more chances, I think, in the next half. Hunt's running forward and tried the cut back, didn't quite work. And we'll play out from the back again. A little bit risky to do that, but just about worked. Oh, ball to Alioski, great chance. Now into Lasogga, he's ran forward and going to shoot for a tight angle. Oh, he scores as well. That's the equalising goal on stroke of half-time. Lasogga scores from such a tight angle, but it's a fantastic finish on his right foot there. Really, really good finish. Wasn't expecting that to fly in at all. Does fantastically well to get it past the goalkeeper and puts us on level terms here. Great run from Alioski, fantastic pass to find him initially, and then into Lasogga, who just shoots from great angle. No stopping that into the top left-hand corner. Keeper nowhere near it, and it's 1-1 back to level terms on the stroke of half-time. 5 goals as well for him this season so far. That's it for the first half. So yeah, pretty much on the stroke of half-time, that goal. Very happy to have obviously gone into the break on level terms, which is obviously fantastic. Middlesbrough currently winning their game against Brentford as well, so as it stands, they'll be catching us up in terms of points, but we will still remain top of the league. Hopefully we can use the second half to change that round a little bit. Lasogga through to Sayas. He's going for a cutback. In fact, he plays into the box to Pablo Hernandez, who hits the post. Didn't expect it to go there, but it found its way there eventually. Too much of a tight angle to score from. We've had 7 shots, they've had 1, and they've scored it. We're very much on top in this game. Alioski getting forward, waiting for a cutback, and actually a great challenge from the fullback prevents him from getting any sort of cross into the middle, and that was strength or a foul, one of the two. Certainly looks like he got a shoulder in the face there, but nothing given. Okay, some changes. Sacco and O'Kane both going to come on. We'll take off Calvin Phillips and Alioski. Give those guys a rest. Also bring on the pace of Sacco. Get him in behind their fullback a little bit more. Alioski struggling with their strength, in particular at left back, and with their left mid also helping out as well. So we're going to do that. More of a tactical change for us. Jabitsky could be the next change, potentially. We'll have to wait and see. It is tempting to bring him on right now, to be honest. There's about 20 minutes left, so he might actually do that. Might just stick him in behind Lasogga, stick Sayers out wide. And then there's not really been involved too much, so it makes sense to take him off, and Jabitsky going behind Lasogga. So we'll see how that goes. Final sort of 15-20 minutes left of this match. Still, of course, looking for that winning goal right now to try and get ourselves another 2-1 victory. Jabitsky needs to help out Lasogga a bit more, because at the moment our outlets are really sort of stifled in there with a lot of defenders surrounding Lasogga in particular. Struggling to get out and get through the midfield. They are dominating that quite heavily. Boyd's doing a great job in there, pulling the strings as well as stopping us getting through ourselves. So at the moment, we're not looking likely to get that second goal. That's it, 1-1 draw. Disappointing to drop 2 points. Of course, never want that to happen, but in the end, probably a fair result, sadly. I don't really like saying that, but a draw was probably a fair result. I can't really claim to have done enough really for a second goal, especially towards the end of that second half. Not quite good enough there in terms of the chance creation. It was my worry at half-time. Didn't seem like we were doing enough of that. Zakharov obviously scoring a great goal to get us back in level terms, but it never really felt like we were at our best in this game. There were too many times where we didn't really create enough, so probably a deserved result. They had 1 shot, 1 on target, so from that side of things, of course, it does seem like we deserve to win, but to be honest, I don't feel like in ourselves we did enough, and you can see 3 shots on target there, not as many as usual as well, kind of proves it for me. We didn't even get the most possession either, which is very disappointing again. We're not usually a possession team though, so it's understandable. Middlesbrough luckily drawing their match as well, so they also drop points, which is good news for us. Keeps us the same distance away from them, keep them at arm's length, and make sure we are still in front of them. And we'll wait and see what other changes happen to the league table as well in terms of the other teams moving positions within the league table. So as you can see, we are still first, like I said, 5 points in front of Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday now a little bit, in fact not even a little bit closer to Middlesbrough, because they only got a point against us, of course, as well. So they're 3 points behind Middlesbrough now, same amount of points as Villa though. So it's actually getting fairly tight between sort of 2nd and 6th there. It's like 4 points between those guys, so there's actually not that much room whatsoever. But however, there is a bigger gap between us and Middlesbrough, so pretty happy with that. Hopefully that can continue going into the next few episodes. Let's do some player development before we end today's episode and see how we get on with Grotz and Vieira. A couple some other players as well, see how we get on this week. And we haven't had any changes in overall, but a few changes in stats. Players like Grot and Vieira going up on a couple of their stats, which is good news for us, and of course means that they get a little bit closer to the next overall. That is everything for today's episode, though. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Really appreciate all your support as well in the comments and in terms of liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. Over 14,000 subscribers now, so thank you all so much for that. Really, really appreciate the support. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, or if you just haven't decided to subscribe yet, please go ahead, click that button, and I'd really appreciate it. Let's try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well, to stay up to date as to when these videos go up, and also see a little bit behind the scenes as well sometimes, which I like to upload there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.